Hello, my people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Yadel, aka Dana Pai. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I do a video. Today I'm having a very interesting topic. This topic is one that everyone is talking about all over the world. Single mothers in Australia. Why I'm bringing this topic is because people have got a lot of misinformation. Because people who talk about this don't really know what is going on. So today I'm going to start with the statistic of Australia. In June of 2020, in Australia there were 1 million single parents families, which is 14% of all the families, nearly 15% of all the families. And this 14% of the families is 80% of these single parents are single mothers. This is general Australia I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about South Sudanese single parents in Australia. No, I'm talking about the statistic of Australia. Why I'm bringing this is so that you can understand that this thing is not just in South Sudanese community. It's happening, and even I know in South Sudan, there are women now who are raising their children on their own, though they still count them as it's somebody's wife or it's so-and-so wife. In this country, once you start to raise children on your own, you become a single parent. It doesn't matter you are a man or a woman, you are a single parent. Okay, people are suffering so much in Australia, especially women. I'm not saying that there are no single parents who are men. Yes, we do have South Sudanese single parents and other African single parents who are men. But majority of these single parents are women, who you people call single mothers. I'm going to talk today about 6 reasons why women choose to be single mothers. One of these reasons, the first reason is lack of support. Lack of support raising children from our men. Our men, since we have always had men that didn't really look after the children. The men that were like, once they make you pregnant, it's up to you to carry a child, to give birth to a child, to raise a child. It's up to the mother. But in this country, it changes. When we came here, both parents worked together. But because of the way our men were raised, that's what they see their fathers doing. And that's what they saw their mothers do. They want to continue with the same behavior where they don't want to support women in raising children. For example, if a woman decide to support a man get a job so they can have a balance bills in the house, so you can help each other pay bills, you know what happened? You woman that has got yourself a job will wake up in the morning, you prepare yourself for work, you prepare your children for work, you drop your children to whichever place they're going to be looked after, and then you go to work. When you finish work, you straight away go back to school and pick the children up. When you come home, you continue to look after the children. So looking at that point, even if there's a man in a house, you're basically raising a child on your own. And that has forced so many, you don't see a value in a man that does not support you raise children. It starts from the homework, to the laundry of the children, to the cooking for the children, to the cleaning for the children. Even some people, you cannot go anywhere without being called by a man to tell you, oh, why are you taking so long? Oh, the children are making noise and I can't do this and I can't do that because of the children. They make it as if the children are your own and you are the one who brought them to this world on your own, and so you have to be the one taking care of the children. The second thing is lack of financial support from our men. When we come to this country, everything is money. The rent, the bills, the fuel, the car, everything is just money. And some of our men have decided, when they came to this country, they decide, oh, since there's opportunity of going to school, I'm just gonna go to school and have my degree, have my master's, have my PhD, have my whatever level of education they want to achieve. And they get that, forgetting that they are supposed to be the one providing, because a man is the one who's supposed to provide. Even back home, we know that men pay dowries. We know that men are the one that when you marry to a woman, you have to show, even back with your parents, with our parents, let me say, when your mother got married, they always show her house. If the man had cows that were left over after the dowry, they will say, these are your cows. When you have your children, this is where you're gonna get the milk for the children from. This is like your land. When you're ready, like when you're ready to do your cultivation and everything, you can always cultivate on this land so you can have food to eat, you know. Even the men were the one who were doing all the farming, including the keeping the cattle and the farms, so the family can have something to eat. But when we come here, many of our men are just sitting back because they want to just get everything easy, so they don't want to get jobs. And when you don't have a job, you will not have any finance to support a family. So what happens is that financial burdens fall onto the woman. And this woman is carrying all these financial burdens, and every day she comes home, there's this man that doesn't contribute anything. They don't want to pay bills, they don't want to pay rent, they don't want to buy food, you know. So when you look at it, you're like, what is the point of having a man? I would rather be on my own, because at the end of the day, I pay my bills, I pay my rent. I'm the one who buy food for my children. I'm the one who buy clothes for my children. I'm the one who school fee for the children. So what is the point of having a man? So what happened is you just be like, since you're not financially supporting me, I'm just gonna be a single mother. Because there's no different, I'm already single living when you are in this house, you know. So they go and become single mothers. They leave the relationship, they become single mothers, and then the government give them financial support so they can raise these children. So literally, the father who have failed to provide for his children has a government support these children who he's supposed to support. So that's second point. Point number 2 is many of our men grow up in abusive relationships. They watch their fathers and mothers fights every day. They thought that's the way of life. So that's how you treat a woman. You know what? And then they start to say, when you say, the way you're doing this, the way you're talking to me is not right. The way you are abusing me is not right. You can't do this. They like, oh, You don't have respect for a man, you know. But these things carry a lot of issues. They don't just physically abuse women, they financially abuse them, because when a woman is the one who has a job, she's the one who goes out to get money, she's the one who pay bills, she's the one who pay rent. And then at the end of the day, if there's something little left, and many married couples have joint accounts in this country. So whatever that is left in the account after paying the bills, the man takes it. They takes it and they give it to their relatives, they give it to their girlfriends, because our men are not just physically abusive, they're not only financially abusive, they are also emotionally abusive and psychologically abusive. This is how they do it. With your own money that you work for as a woman, you have joint account. A man will get into that account even before you pay your children bills, and they will start wiring the money out to other sources that shouldn't be getting that money. Instead, this money should have been for the children. Instead, this money should have been for paying bills. Instead, and you know what they will say? Your money is my money, you know? And you know what they will say? I am the man. How are you the man when you are not providing? How are you the man when you are financially abusing that woman who has taken all her time to go make this money, and you're coming to just take it anyhow? Another thing is they control you. In this financial abuse, men control money. They want to know what you spend this money on. Why did you do that with this money? What did you do this with this money? And they don't want to be questioned when they misuse this money that one person is working so hard for. So abuse in relationships is a big thing in this country. And many of our women have said, no more abuse in relationship. This is not how I want to be treated. And this is not, I don't want to continue questioning my sanity, because I am normal. It is the person that I am with is making me question my sanity, you know? So this is the third point. Abuse in relationship, being financial abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, they all mount up. These all lead to mental health issues. And many women don't want to go through that anymore. They decide to go and seek help. And once they start to seek help, there are people who guide them that you're right. What you're going through is not right thing. And you have to make a choice for yourself. And many women have chosen their mental health over a man. So that's why many women end up being single mothers in Australia, especially South Sudanese women. Abuse in relationship. Number 4, we all know back home, we South Sudanese, woman is nothing. But when we come to this country, you know what? Everything changes. It changes because everyone deserves respect. Everyone have dignity. And if a man does not respect you, if a man is always insulting you, even when you say, can you help with this? They see it as if you have crossed your line. Okay, this country, we don't have relatives. We don't have parents. So what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna ask for help? We cannot afford to hire people to come and look after the homes. And on top of this disrespect, you are the one who's working as a woman. You know, you're the one who go out, you work so tirelessly women have sleepless nights, and they come back home and look after the children. They come back home and clean. They come back home and they do the laundry. They come back home and, like, literally everything. Some women are the one doing gardening in their homes because they cannot afford to pay people to do gardening. Men have decided, I am the man. So you ask me to help, and you will go to hell because you are disrespectful. You know what? Women has decided we don't want to be disrespected anymore, and women have decided we want men who are men, not people who have no respect, not animals, So this is another point that is making people leave relationship and you become a single mother, because at the end of the day, someone keep disrespecting you. You know what it's doing to you? It's breaking you down, because disrespect is so big. We know in Dinkan culture, we know in Sudanese culture, especially South Sudanese culture, if someone abused you, verbally abused you, it's better they hit you in the head. So this is why women have been educated, and they have learned that there's a proper way of treating everyone. If I'm giving you respect, why are you disrespecting me? If you think you have a point, make your perspective clear. But you don't have to be disrespectful, saying, oh, you haven't been raised properly. Oh, you are not the right woman for me. Oh, you're not even raising these children properly. Oh, everything that is disrespectful, you said it to someone every day. So this is another point for that. Disrespect in relationships are causing many women to become single mothers. So if you want to know, please subscribe to my channel. Before I continue, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, and let us continue. Another point, number 5, is control. Control in relationship. So this man grew up in the city. He had his education, very educated. But because he feel like he's not in control of his life, you know what he does? He go back home and married a small girl. And this small girl is controlled. They will tell them who to work with, who to talk to, who to be friends to. And they will always check their phones. They will go through their luggages. They will do all sort of things to control what these young women do. And we also know even those that have not gone home to get married back home, they married women here, or they married women back in Africa, and they came together, they have always controlled the relationship because they are so insecure. They know these women that they married to, or these women they are in relationship with, are better than them. Because most of these men who are controlling women have no control over their own lives. So lack of control in their lives will force them to try to control women. And when a woman realizes, why are you controlling me? I am not doing anything wrong. I'm just doing this for myself. You know what happened? Oh my God. It causes misunderstanding. He doesn't know that he knows that it is trying to control you. And he also believes that you don't have a say because he brought you to Australia. He married you. He's paying a lot of dowry on your head. It's also there with even men who have not even paid dowry over your head as well. They want to know where you go to. If you go out with even with your family members, it's another big issue they like. Because when you go out with your family members and something come happen in 2-3 days, and you said, this is wrong, you know what they will say? It's because you were hanging out with your family members. So these family members are making you to destroy our relationship. They are the one destroying our relationship. You know, they don't want to take responsibilities that it's their controls and it's their behavior that is making these things happen. They don't understand that it's their control that is causing this misunderstanding. Because when you have a lot of misunderstanding, it's because something has gone wrong somewhere and someone is not taking responsibilities. And you know what? They want you as a woman to come and beg for forgiveness because you've asked them to stop controlling you because you were the one who decide to be in relationship. So that's another point. Okay, my last point here. I'm not saying these are the issues, but these are the one of the major issues that are facing women in Australia and that are forcing many women to become single mothers, especially South Sudanese women. Another point, number 6, is the cultural difference. When I talk about cultural difference, we South Sudanese, from Equatorian to Dinka to Nuer, you know, Sholok, Anuak, whatever tribe you are from South Sudan, we all have slight difference of the culture. Some cultures are okay for a woman to have a bit of an alcohol drink. That's not an issue. Some cultures like Dinka, oh my God, you try alcohol drink, everyone will be running away from you because they're like, this girl is alcoholic. This girl drink. You know, this is what Dinkan people will say. But some other tribe will be okay if a girl, like, you know, because it's what they believe in, they'll have a bit of a drink and it doesn't make you a drunken. Another cultural difference, when I talk about cultural difference, is that many of these men and women grow up in different environments. Even with the families, every family dynamic has difference. Whatever that was right in a man's family could be wrong in a girl's family. Whatever that was wrong in a girl's family could be right in a man's family. And these things are causing issues. Another cultural difference is that many of us grow up in different countries. I grew up in Kenya. Someone else could have grown up in Egypt. Another person could have grown up in Khartoum, which is Sudan, and South Sudan. And some people have grown up in Juba, which is South Sudan. Some people have grown up in Uganda. Some people have grown up in different part of the world. And then you come and meet someone and you thought you clicked together. But then suddenly, as soon as you start living together, you realize, oh my God, I'm in a deep shit. Do you know why? Because you come to know the real person. They want you to cook the way their mother was cooking. They want you to clean the way their mother was cleaning. They want you to talk the way their mother was talking to their fathers. They want you to behave as if you were raised in their family, which is not true, which is not right. It's not okay to force someone to behave your way. Because when you accepted this person into your life to have relationship with them, you knew that you were different. And your difference were not going to be an issue. But here in most of the relationship that South Sudanese are having, it's become an issue because Me, I wouldn't mind learning from you. Another person wouldn't mind learning from me. But there are some Pacific men who said, because you didn't grow up where I grew up, you don't know anything. Because I believe in education, you should be getting higher education. Because I believe in getting a job, you should be getting a job. People have different beliefs. People have cultural difference. But our men, are forcing women into their culture, you know. So these are the major issues that are causing families to break up and many women becoming single mothers. With all this, I'm not saying these are the issues. These are the only issues. There are so many other underlying issues that are affecting relationships in this country, including men wanting to cheat on women, and they don't want women to cheat as well. Look at you, how do you go out dating every single girl out there, and you don't want to see me talking to another man? Even if it's just a simple conversation, you jumping in, you like, oh, why are you talking to that man? Oh, are you cheating on me? And in first place, when you talk that way, you know very well you are the one cheating. That's why you are so insecure. So our men, when these single mothers go out to Africa to get people to have relationship with them, they thinking this person will have better understanding of me. But you know what? It's always feel like another trap. They just get into from one South Sudanese brother to another. And these brothers, no, they don't know how to treat people well. So you know what? Many women will be like, I would rather be a single mother and raise my children in peace. Don't have to fight with a man over money in front of my children. Don't have to fight with a man over being disrespectful in front of my children. I don't want my children to think a man doesn't have to work, like to get a job and work. A man has to get a job and work. So that's why many women have decided to be single mothers. So single parenting, single motherhood is caused by our men. And if you see these men, trust me, they are willing to do anything to have sex, you know. So if he's treating you bad and you decide, no, I don't want to have sex with you because you don't treat me well, how do I feel being like, you know, being in bed with a man that has no respect for me? You know what they will do next? They will leave you and they will go to another woman, and another woman will think, oh, because she's being told she's bad and she doesn't treat me well, she's not the right woman for me, you are the one that I want. You know what they believe? They believe this man and they jumped into a relationship with them. And at the end of the day, they walk over them as well. And then we all talking about women. We all end up being single mothers as women. Even those who if you look at the statistic, there's no woman who want to leave a good man. No way. But if a man is bad, why would you want to live with a man who is not good to you? At least someone has to treat you well. And you know another thing they do? They take ages to change. They don't realize they need to change this culture. And they take so many years. By the time they change, it's late. And you cannot get that woman back into your life. And they will start running their mouth. Because what they want to do is make sure they destroy that woman. Make sure they destroy that woman. And when these men who are causing many women to be single mothers see another woman being treated well by the husband, you know what? They get so jealous that they go around abusing these people that are in good relationship, calling them names, making sure they're causing, like, saying even the wife you with is sleeping with so and so, and the wife you with is not good enough, the wife you with is the one controlling you, because they have no relationship. And all these issues are caused by lack of love, because many of our relationships have no love. We just think because someone is well off, because they're gonna take care of me. We don't look at the other side of the coin, which is the love. Loving relationship is more important than having a man in your bed that does not have respect for you, a man in your bed that does not provide for you, a man in bed that is trying to control everything you do, a man in bed that is financially, physically, verbally, emotionally, and psychologically abusive. Being on your own is better because your mental health is better. So that's why many women, especially South Sudanese, are becoming single mothers, because you're like, what have I got to lose? Nothing. I've been providing for my children. I've been paying my rent. I've been paying my bills. I bought my own car. I have a job. What am I doing with a man that is causing me only resentment? Because every time you come into the house and you see him lying down and asking you, can you cook for me? You feel like, oh my God, you're just gonna kill him. Because you're like, I just walk in, you've been lying all day here, you asking me to cook for you. Oh, can you make a cup of tea for me? No, I'm not gonna make a cup of tea. And I think those single mothers, that's what they are. They have decided they don't want to be your dust mite. You know dust mite? It's when you come from outside, you just dust your feet on the mud before you enter. And being used as well is another part of all these issues, because they get used, and then a man is like, I'm going to see my family. You provide them with the ticket and everything, you support them up, they go home, and you know what they do? Get married to another girl. And you know you've been supporting this man. He hasn't paid any dowry on you. He hasn't looked after you, hasn't looked after your children. And you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God, all this life has been wasted, you know? Some women, many single mothers have suffered so much. I'm not saying single fathers have not suffered. They have, but there's only few of them. Many people that suffer are women. And that's why they end up being single mothers. With all this, thank you, my people, for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be able to get notified when I make a video. And this is one of the longest video. I hope you get to watch it all so you can understand the perspective, so you can know that these women don't just walk out of relationship. They have tried everything in their power. They've tried to baby this man. They've tried to nurture this man. You like, even sometimes they have tried to treat them like their own children, you know. It's only that because they're big enough, you can't carry them on your back physically. but they have tried to carry them on their back financially, emotionally, in every way. This is my last word. It's going out to the families. When your brother talk to you about the wife that is not treating him well, first listen. And when you listen, just give it away and see if what they're saying is really true. Because when you just take side, it's even ruined relationship more, and these women don't even want children to know you. If you are the brother, if you are the uncle of the children, you are the auntie of the children, you are the grandmother of the children, you are the grandfather of the children. So always get both sides, because in every history there's both sides of there's always two sides of the coin, and that's how the history is. Everyone will always talk about their good side, and we all know our men are always right. I am right, I am the man, you have to listen to me. If you don't listen to me, it's disrespect. Is this how your mother was living with your father? Is this how your sister is living with her husband? Is this how you were raised? You know, those are all insults, and they break people down emotionally. So my people, please do not forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, and I'll be sure to see you inside. More videos are coming. They're going to be fantastic. Bye.